What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Today is the 10th anniversary of one of my favorite Lil Wayne songs of all time. It is titled Amen, in parentheses, Cry Out. I love the record because there's been many sides to Lil Wayne over the years. But the one side that I think I connected with a lot more than anything else, and don't get me wrong, I really love the lyrical side of Lil Wayne, the Drought 3, when he was just murdering beats. But I felt like he has a deeper side to him. He talks more, relatable. And he doesn't do it often, so I think it made it that much more special. There's records like How Can Something, Something You Forgot, Trouble. Those three records in particular are kind of reminiscent of what I'm talking about. But Amen is probably the best out of all of it. It reads like a 5-minute journal entry. There's no hook to it. Street Runner produced it. And I really feel like it's an underrated gem. As I said, it's the 10th anniversary. So this came in 2006. And Wayne was kind of just off of the Carter 2, beginning stage of the Carter 3. So I don't feel like he was at his peak yet. And I think that's why this record gets overlooked. If you look on YouTube, this record doesn't have, 50 million views as opposed to a record like I Feel Like Dying, which is a really good record. But at the same time, I feel like Amen is a stronger record. Lil Wayne, actually, let me get into the sample. The sample is David Ruffin's Hey Woman. Now, I always loved the soul samples that Lil Wayne was getting from producers like Street Runner. And I feel like it really works here. Like within the first 8 bars, Wayne kind of gives you a bit of his childhood and a bit of his neighborhood. At the same time, the perspective of New Orleans and the black community and, racial profiling. There's a lot going on in this record. I could sit and talk about it for a long time. I actually wrote a piece about it that I have in the description below that you can read. But he says lines like, living like the videos write a treatment on us. And I think that really paints a picture of what, like, the Ninth Ward is or was, what Lil Wayne is trying to portray. Like, this is like stuff out of a movie, but it's in real life. It's happening. And another thing that I've always appreciated Lil Wayne doing is he would shout out like people that had passed away. But he would do so, and it's like we don't know these people. Like on the song, there's Lil Derek, there's Lil Tegas, and there's a couple others. But we don't know these people. But at the same time, Wayne displayed such passion and pain in delivering these lines that you feel for him. Like you understand this and you feel bad, that this stuff happened. Like I think that's a really good trait that Lil Wayne has had. He makes you feel. And I also feel like this record itself, like there's a line where Wayne said if he had allowed his thoughts to get the best of him, he'd be in these raps too. And I think it was a line that I really related to, because I think Lil Wayne's referring to depression, and if you let your thoughts get the best of you during depression, obviously it's over for you. You're going to want to end your life or whatever, and I feel like that's what Lil Wayne was hinting at. And if you listen to the whole record, you get the feeling like, man, he really did have to go through a lot. He's going through a lot in this record. And that's why I really like the record. And that's why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to highlight it because if nothing else, I want you, the person watching, to hear this amazing record that you may or may not heard, or maybe you heard years ago and you haven't heard since. This is a record that you should put in your top 10 for Lil Wayne of all time. And to commemorate the 10th anniversary, Street Runner put out a mixed and mastered version of the song, which pretty much inspired me to write the piece that I wrote and do this video, because I didn't know that this was the 10th anniversary. With Lil Wayne songs, they just kind of leak and you just don't remember the date, But here we are, 10th anniversary. I'll include the link of Street Runner's SoundCloud where you can get the song Cry Out, Amen. And as I said, I'll include my link to the description, or my link to read the piece that I wrote in the description section as well. And once you listen to the song, once you read my piece, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this side of Lil Wayne? Do you think it measures up to the lyrical side, the most appreciated side of him? Let me know your thoughts on the record in the comment section below. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Share the video. Follow me on Twitter at @SermonsDomain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.